Yeah, good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. How are you doing? Today is Tuesday. Did anyone order rain? Well, if not, it's still on the way. We do have a 50% chance during the daytime hours, increasing to an 80% chance tonight. Now, we do have a chance of severe weather that will begin around noon and last until 9 p.m. Early indications show that 6:30, maybe it should start fading out of the area. We'll watch this closely throughout the day, but our window of bad weather today between 12 and 9 p.m. Now, again, there's no tornadic activity expected. It should be thunderstorms, strong winds, and things of that nature, severe storms. So we'll watch it carefully. We'll go live. It becomes a threat to you throughout the day. We'll be watching it very careful. And as we learned yesterday, when roads get slick, y'all slow down a little bit. We did have several accidents yesterday, I-20, and some rural roads as well. So that's what we've got going there. How do you feel today? It is Tuesday. We're starting it out at 68. We will get to about 80 today. Nice. Well, I guess it's almost summertime weather. Feels good. We've had some great weather here the last few days. Expect rain to be several days. We'll get into your forecast on the way. Right now, let's go to Collinsville and get us a good message for the day.
Do you remember ever having to give a critique or constructive criticism to someone in your life? Maybe in your place of work or at home or wherever. It can be difficult, especially when there are serious issues that need to be addressed, and you don't want the other person to take it the wrong way. What do you do in these situations? As we begin to dive into the second letter to the Thessalonians, let's look at how the Apostle Paul, the author of the letter, goes about offering critique. The Thessalonians, as we'll see in the coming days and weeks, didn't have it all together. The Apostle Paul wanted to confront some of their faulty beliefs or even their attitudes. However, he doesn't start with his letter guns a-blazing. He starts with encouraging them in the things they're doing well. Let's hear what he has to say in 2 Thessalonians 1:3. We ought to thank God always for you, brothers and sisters, and rightly so, since your faith is flourishing and the love each one of you has for one another is increasing. Man, what an encouragement. Paul knows that the Thessalonians have some work to do, also recognizing the good things going on in their church. They love one another dearly, and their faith is flourishing. He gives them the encouragement. They're doing something right. And with that, he then offers them advice throughout the rest of the letter, things in their church that have room for improvement. Paul recognized both the good and the not so good that the Thessalonians were doing, and instead of going in guns a-blazing, he softened the blow, so to speak, with genuine encouragement. When you're offering criticism to your coworker or to your kids, encourage them, then critique. Don't lie to them, but tell them the good, right things they're doing, and then they may be much more inclined to listen to your genuine criticism. Recognize the good, and with grace, show them what needs improvement. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that message today. Everybody's got their Tuesday. I keep trying to remember exactly what day of the week it is. Sometimes they run together. It is Tuesday. A nice week in store for us, and we expect blessings this week is what we're hoping for. Good things. Let's keep our fingers crossed, and we'll put our faith where it belongs. Let's see, as we mentioned, 68. I guess it's pretty good to get the president to announce that you're getting ready to come on stage, isn't it? Well, it was videotaped. Kid Rock. Where was he at? Kansas City. He was getting ready. The president taped a opening for him. Crowd went wild. It worked well for him. So, Kid Rock. Watch this. I do what I call I don't want to be near them, snakes. Anybody like that? Seriously, there are people that like to play with them and sometimes have them as pets. We go to Alabama for a man that is trained to do this. He goes out and he picks them up. If you got him in your house, when he got a little careless, he kept one and he was using it as a demonstrator. Cottonmouth bit him. Be careful everywhere you go. And I bring this up as in to watch your steps, look before you reach down, because they're moving, crawling. As this warm weather has came in, it's a dangerous time of year. Rattlesnakes, all of those are out. So be careful and just watch where you're going if you're in the woods. These criminals, I'm telling you, the last little bit that we've had running in the bushes overnight, sleeping, they ain't scared of them, are they? We've had that happen on a couple occasions here in the last few weeks. But watch it. It's us. It's you that would have to do that snake dance. You know what I mean by that. It'll make you move quicker than you think you can. Hulk Hogan, do y'all remember him? Wrestling legend. I even remember seeing him on the A-Team. He was on a lot of different shows. He's gotten a lot older, gotten a divorce, and now he's starting his own beer. And after 1 year, it's made it to Walmart. So things are looking up for him. It's called Real American Beer. Fox has released that. Let me see here. Here's the can. It even has a picture on him from Fox News there. Real American Beer. If you're a drinker, be looking for that in a shelf near you. Hulk Hogan. Let's see what else we've got this morning. A.J. Brown. He is a pro football player. He had his car stolen. I think it was a Corvette, if I'm not mistaken. It was fast. He pleaded with whoever took it to give it back. The interesting part of it, the police have found it finally. And it's kind of cute what he done. Anybody ever watched, what's the kids' cartoon, the Paw Patrol?
Oh, yeah.
The police pulled up to tell him at his home, and his little boy told him the Paw Patrol is here. So in honor of that, he's changed his profile picture on Twitter and everything to Paw Patrol. Pretty good there. Not a bad little show. I even remember once upon a time when people were trying to get rid of the police, they even tried to get rid of that little show that showed police in good standing with children. Yeah, I believe that.
Terrible.
As we look back on what went on in America. Huh. My, oh my. They're calling them Mexican nationals. This would happen in Colorado. And this is one of those bad guys, I guess, just don't think. If you're going to do something bad, number one, make sure everything on the vehicle is working. Two, use signals and all of that. That will get you pulled over quite faster than anything. That's what happened in Colorado. Had a tail light bulb that wasn't working properly, didn't give a signal, pulled over. 180,000 rounds of ammunition found in the back, and whoops, they were illegal. Didn't work out well for them. But that goes back to the other day in Meridian. Bad guy driving around with a gun that didn't need it, didn't have a tag. That will get you pulled over. Again, not every criminal is the smartest in the world. This has been, I don't understand, and I've tried to rationalize this in my mind, of people that don't agree with one another. It's okay in America not to agree with your neighbor or coworker. Doesn't mean you've got to dislike them or do anything mean to them. Minnesota is where we go with this story, and we've heard it time and time again. Tesla. Did I say it right today?
Close Tesla.
Okay, I'm getting warmer. But a Michigan man who is a state employee keyed 4 Teslas, Tesla, however you say it, with his car keys, all because he's simply mad at Elon. He's destroyed somebody else's property. What makes him think that he can do that? What would he think if somebody came and spray painted his house or tore up his car? It costs money to fix these things. He should be held responsible and have to pay for every bit of this. Not some insurance company making it all go up for everybody. He should be paraded around and shown what he done. It's against the law, and you can't do that. I may have run up on... We all remember great quotes from people during their lifetime. This may be one of those that we see written somewhere one day. I ran up on this morning, and it really caught my attention. This comes from Trump, and I want you to listen to what he said. And this is one of those quotes. I don't know if it'll ever end up on a wall anywhere. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but rather by those who watch them without doing anything to stop them. Let that sink in a minute. Let me repeat that. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but rather by those who watch them without doing anything to stop them. We see that a lot on the streets here. Someone sees something doing something bad and they just drive on. Oh well, not my problem. It is our problem. It's our country, our community, our little town. No matter how big, how small, stand on your beliefs. What was that Aaron Tippin said? You got to stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Our country is falling, y'all. The Pope, we're looking to the cause of death, they're saying a stroke is what took his life. The funeral will be coming up on Saturday, if you were not aware when that will happen, and then the process of replacing the Pope will soon happen. I've heard people calling for the next Pope to be at least younger than 75. I don't know what the criteria is on that. I don't know as much about the Catholic faith and choosing a Pope as I should know of what the ages are. I'm sure you have to have years in to have the wisdom to be there. I don't know all of those. Let me show this young lady. This comes from Fox News. She is a Republican in the state of Texas. Here she is. She was in the bed with her husband. Her grandson killed her husband. And again, it's all alleged until it's proven in court. But my oh my, what provoked it, we don't know. But a grandson doing that to a grandmother. Pretty tough there. Did you find some information over there?
I did.
Turn that mic around. I don't think they can hear you there, Odie. What is the criteria?
All right, so right now it says there is no age limit to become Pope.
Really?
The youngest Pope was John XII at 18. The oldest was Pope Leo XIII, who was 93 when he died. But to be a cardinal, to participate in the conclave, you've got to be 80.
So to choose someone new, you got to be at least 80, and that will bring in wisdom.
All right. Well, now it says since 1970, only those under 80 can vote.
Okay.
So, a little bit misleading on some of this, but it's saying that, hey, the youngest Pope was 18.
I mean, and again, I don't know near as much as I should, and we'll talk later on this morning as Megyn Kelly. She didn't hold back this week, and she opened up a can, as they say, on the current Pope that just passed away, of leaning very left. He was different. Y'all know that. I saw a picture this morning to where the Pope was sitting in a chair, and this was a cartoonist that was making a point on all this, to where the Pope was sitting there, and you had Jesus over here, and then on that little shoulder there was the devil speaking in his ear. And he was draped, and he was different. He seemed to sometimes read from a different Bible than I do. Again, I'm not much, I don't know as much as I need to about that, but he was definitely, I don't think that anybody would disagree that he was very leftist for what he did. Does Nadine Mendez mean anything to you? Remember her husband, a congressman, he was taking bribes. She's also been found guilty. She had $70,000 hid in the house. She had some money hid in other things. It was all from bribes. Her sentencing will come later. My, oh my, oh my. Bribery.
He's the one
New Jersey.
Go
bars, yeah. And he said, no, don't look at that. There's nothing to that. And, well, yeah, he'd taken them. Bribery. There's more of that than you can imagine that goes on. Usually they're smart enough to take 2 or 3 people before it gets to them to try to hide it, but definitely. We're going to see some stuff coming up in Jackson, Mississippi before long. I don't know how deep it'll go, but there's a lot of accusations over in Jackson of bribes, and we'll see where it goes after it hits court. I didn't realize this. University of Alabama, y'all get ready. West Point will get this also. But the President of the United States, I've just never known the President to make it to Alabama. He's coming to Alabama, and he will be the commencement. He will address the class. Wow. Let's see, it's going to take place May 2nd, Alabama. That's a big deal, y'all. We don't normally get things like that. You always hear at some university way off that maybe you've heard of, maybe you hadn't, Princeton, Harvard. But little old Alabama will have the President of the United States speaking. That's impressive. A 13-year-old girl has died. This is tragic. She was after a after-school program and fell through a ceiling. She fell to her death. That breaks my heart. We have a 30. Have you ever been skiing? You ever skied?
Yeah.
You've skied? I've never skied. I doubt I can't roller skate, much less ski. dangerous to me. I just can't do it. And I know Sonny Bono.
Yeah.
He passed away from a skiing accident. We see where a New Hampshire man, 39, skiing, went off the trail. They didn't think it was that serious. He ended up dying from his accident. So if you're planning one of these, be careful. I don't know enough about that either. I'm sure when you go downhill, there's no brakes on those things, is it?
No.
It's not going to stop. Be cautious. Be careful. This is number one. How do you get this close? Now you remember back when Democrats were in charge, to where someone got into Nancy Pelosi's home. Pizza. This weekend, Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, do y'all know who I'm talking about? She was in a restaurant, and how does someone get close enough to where she's sitting at her table to steal her purse? They did. Where was security? The bathroom? Where were they? We got a problem within that. They took her personal checks, her security clearance badge, $3,000 worth of cash, which she had in there to take grandkids out and have fun with them, is what she said on that. They got everything she had. So she's got to start over, but there should be a huge investigation into this of who wasn't doing their job. These are people that, well, they got to have security. You can't just let anybody approach them. I'm shocked that they would let that happen, but it did. We'll see what becomes of it there. Harvard is suing the president because he cut off funding. They're not happy about it. They're going to court to try to get that money back. We do see that this morning we have 2 service members that were killed in a border crash. They're based out of California, 2 U.S. Marines. We pass condolences to their family. Lance Corporal Albert A. Aguilera, he was 22 of Riverside, California, and Corporal Marcelo Gamino, 28 of Fresno, California. Bless their hearts, gave their life to our country. We salute them. An accident there. I don't know how many times we've addressed this. Trump, I don't know where this is. I think Trump made a proposal. I don't think anything's been signed yet, but I do remember him bringing this up about police officers that are killed in the line of duty, that whoever does this should then automatically face the death penalty. And here's the scenario. We go to New Mexico. A police officer's going down the road. He sees somebody with a flat. He pulls over to help him. He was shot and killed. They give the guy life in prison, but there's another twist to this. On his way there, before he had the flat, he broke into someone's home, stole a pistol, and shot and killed a lady there in South Carolina. He's also going back to South Carolina, to where he may face the death penalty for that crime before he killed the police officer. States' rights, I understand you have a choice to do how you want to in your state. But a police officer, it was cold blood. And what does this do? And I say this, and as people look at this, is where there's really no punishment for it. You go to jail. People aren't scared of things that won't hurt them. Do you follow what I mean by that? There is no line. If you're not scared of something, is when your parent, y'all think back, your parent tells they're going to get you, you're going to be in trouble if you do this. You push the line and they do nothing, you'll do worse next time. Each time someone gets away with this, that line is pushed a little bit further and further. We'll see what happens.
Did he ever sign that order into law?
That's what I was talking in the beginning. I don't know. I know he talked about it, but I'm not sure where we are, if he signed an order on that or where it is. I do hope that he brings that back. We've seen this time and time again. A police officer stops to help someone. And if you're a police officer watching, whatever it is, y'all keep in mind, not everybody you stop to help has good intentions. Me and Odie had that talk yesterday of a conversation I had of, well, why don't people get out and help? Well, they're scared. You have a thug laying in the bushes there, passed out in the grass. They don't want to get out. There could be a trick. That's why we call our police officers to the scene to handle these situations. We'll see where it goes. Any Martha Stewart fans in the house? I know Odie can't help but watch her Snoop Dogg each week.
Man, I tell you that song.
she's starting a new show. It's called Hey Chef. Yes, Chef is what it's going to be. It's going to be airing on NBC, and they've got cash prizes with a take-home of $250,000. Do y'all realize that Martha, now get this now, Martha is 83 years young, still doing television shows. She almost looks like a spring chicken. I'm telling you, she's in great shape. So we wish her luck in her new endeavor. Snoop Dogg won't be on this one as well. We've got more coming up. I do want to bring this up. We mentioned this. I'm trying to figure out which town this was in. Harrison County, Mississippi. I briefly brought this up earlier. It was toward the end of last week. I remember making the post of about a 6-year-old little girl who went missing in Mississippi, and she was found deceased. It's a little worse than you think, her death, of what happened. It was all accidental. And I say this because I know many of you have children that are young, you have grandchildren, you have neighbors' kids. It was a barrel in the yard. And y'all know the like a blue barrel that has a lid. She was playing as all kids do. She climbed inside the barrel and was trapped. She couldn't get out, and she died. It was from heat. Yeah, just horrible. And as I read more and more on this, his family, it's even worse. This mother has lost 3 children. She lost one to a car wreck last year, and then she lost another child to a disease. I think it may have been cancer. She's had 3 deaths of her children. I think she does have one child left, I believe. I could be a little wrong on that, but God bless them. You want to talk about trials? Now think about that. What can we stand? We've always been told that God wouldn't put us through anything more than you could handle, but my, oh my, that's a tough one. 6-year-old baby. That definitely brings a tear to my eye. That's tough. We'll be right back as we'll continue and get your forecast next here at the Scotty Ray Report.
Celebrating our 7th anniversary, Al's Garden & Gift is excited to share the beautiful colors of spring with you. Beautiful bedding and vegetable plants, hanging baskets, roses, ferns, shrubs, and fruit trees to help you enjoy the season. Spruce up lawn and flower beds with fresh sod, mulch, soils, and pine straw. Then brighten your day with unique gifts, candles, gourmet food items, flags, wind chimes, planters, fountains, custom wreaths, and so much more. Spring is here at Al's Garden & Gift. Bloom with happiness.
We welcome you to a new vehicle buying experience here at Doc's Toyota. Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful, but don't just take our word for it.
This was the best experience I've ever had buying a vehicle.
Doc's employees are top-notch.
I drove 2 hours, not once, but twice, to purchase 2 vehicles with a 5-month time frame.
Doc's delivers competitive pricing, a comprehensive selection, and flexible financing options, helping you get on the road from Carthage, Meridian, and beyond. There's a reason why there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
All right, as we go to our weather forecast this morning, today's record highs were set back in 55. It was 91. A cold day set back in 93. It was a cold day of 35 is what we had. And this is the outlook for today. 80 to 81 is the best we're going to get on this. And as you can see, we've got rain moving into the Meridian forecast. As we see Philadelphia and McGee in these areas here are going to have rain. Now, Alabama, pretty much the same there. Demopolis, Tuscaloosa, we'll see the heavier rain like Meridian. As we look at this, here is our timeline of severe weather. From high noon until about 9 p.m. is what the strategic timing has us. Now, I've seen forecasts that shows, depending upon how fast this thing moves, the exact Meridian area, it could be moving out 6:30. That's not guaranteed because what Mother Nature changes. We'll be watching this throughout the afternoon, but it's going to be a rainy day. We have a 50% chance of showers during the day, increasing to an 80% chance after dark. We'll follow this and keep you updated. No chance of tornadoes, anything like that. It's going to be hail, damaging wind gust, and heavy, heavy rainfall. We do have fog in the area this morning. As we look at this, be careful. Use low beams. Don't use those high beams no matter what you do. The Meridian area, Alabama, look at that. under heat as we see that Louisiana joins us in this. We could see 80 to 81, as I said. Showers and thunderstorms, 80% chance there. More to the same tomorrow, down to a 40% chance on Thursday, but it's still not gone. Rain chances all the way through Saturday. Sunday, we start seeing a ray of hope there of it going away. We're going to get wet. What's it mean? Your grass is going to jump high sky. Or high, how do you say it? Sky high. Boy, what's wrong with me this morning? I can't get it out. High sky.
Hey, we knew what you meant.
I need some more coffee. Temperatures all the way through the 6th of this month. I see a 9. Do y'all see that on the 29th? 90 is what is projected. We'll see 87 the following day. And then temperatures will dip back down to the lower 80s. We're going to be watching all this. It's going to be warm. Our fishing forecast calls for today for the wind to be south wind 5 to 10. Perfect time to fish this morning from 7:30 until 9:30. Then again tonight, it'll be dark, 8:30. We got a minor time about 1:30 this afternoon until 2:30. Sunrise happened at 6:17 this morning. Sunset, look at this, making it all the way to 7:30 is what we're looking at to have some sunshine outside. I like that. Now let's go back and take a look and see where we've got fog, what's showing up on radar this morning. Let's pull this up. And Bertha, why'd you do that? Let me turn this on where you can see we got fog in several places throughout Mississippi. Let me minimize this where you can see, especially to the south, Macomb area. As you head toward Hattiesburg, this area around Biloxi, a lot of fog there, even moving into the Mobile area. If you're in the northern part of the state, anywhere up around Grenada, Kosciuszko, these areas have a lot of thick fog there in the Delta. Our low-lying areas here in the East Mississippi side still has some too. As we look at this, we're showing showers around Lawrence and due south, following just to the west of Highway 15. This will dip into Jasper County as we see this around Montrose, Lewin, these areas, even around Silverina, some rain. As we move over to the east, light showers there on 59 around Enterprise, and then we've got some around Mathis Peaches sneaking up on Clarkdale this morning. May even have a shower or two there in Snell. Y'all watch it, be careful. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back live in just a moment with the morning show. Big thank you to WMOX Radio for joining us. We'll be right back, and we'll get this all underway here at the Scotty Ray Report.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.